Hello everybody and welcome to another programming tutorial. So today I'm going to go into something that every programmer should know, well as long as you're on a Windows computer. This is Windows only, so if you have a Mac then it's too bad. But this is really good to know. It's batch. So learn how to program in batch files. So basically to create a batch file or a .bat file is to create a text document and name it whatever you want. I'm going to do hello, and you just need to do bat. You just rename the extension. I do recommend that you do have extensions enabled, otherwise programming is going to be kind of difficult for you. So for today, we're going to do some basic stuff that you should probably know. So first off, this is the text. There's a plus in there. This is a text file that is your editor. So basically, to edit the bat file, you just right click and edit, and this brings up a notepad that you can edit. So there's a few things that you should do. There's one command that you should always put in. Well, unless you want to see what commands it's executing. If you don't want people to see what commands the batch file is executing, just do @echo off. So here's the thing. Echoes are like prints out stuff. So if I were to do echo hello world and then pause. So this would print out hello world, then pause it. And what this pause does is just pauses the script until the user presses any key on the keyboard. So if we went over here and executed this on this side, it would say hello worlds. Then that's exactly what we wanted it to do. Wait, does it still execute on this side? No. Shame. Okay, so that's how you do, print out stuff. So we can do some other cool stuff here as well, whereas we can create files and write to them. So we can do echo, like, I don't know, hello world. We're going to be really creative here. And then we can do that little alligator symbol pointing towards the file of choice. We're going to do hello.txt. And if we execute our batch file, it's going to create a text file called hello.txt. And inside it says hello world. So if we were to continuously run this batch file, it's not going to overwrite it. But if we were to, let's say, put an extra alligator symbol here, this tells it to append or to add to the file rather than overwrite it. So if we do this, click on this, it created the text file. Now if we, it only prints out one, but if we do this again, it added another one, and it will continuously add to this text file how many times you open up the file. Now, let's do some other things that are pretty good. For one, for us Java programmers, there's a few commands, if you're working in the terminal, to execute a .java file that has, it's already compiled. You do Java, I don't know, hello world, still being creative here, .java. And not .java, take that back. You don't do that. Just do Java hello world, and it will execute the Java file called hello world. Now, if you were to compile it, you do javac hello world .java. Now this will, since I don't have javac on my computer for some reason, because I'm too lazy to put files places, because I have to do all this manually, this will actually compile hello world.java. And, create all the class files, and you get to execute with Java hello world, which is very nice. And also, if you're using like Eclipse or NetBeans, and you wanted to execute the jar file that happens when you compile your code, do Java jar some. Well, let's do hello world again, because, keep it same. Jar. Now, what this would do would just be basically all this. This line would do is just execute the jar file within the batch file, or just not batch file. Jar file is usually like a GUI program. Okay, now this is really, really nice. There's a few things that you can definitely do. You can you can execute a batch file from both C and Java, and you can have batch files that do a bunch of really cool things, such as like starting executables for you. Like if you want to do, I don't know, starts hello.exe, it would actually start the executable. It would open it up. And if you were to do start hello.txt, good example here, it will write to hello.txt, and then I specified that it should open hello.txt, which it did. Which is that's just great. Or let me just say I moved this hello.txt to programming. I was like, oh no, it's in a different thing. What do I do? Well, this is how you do it. You do cd change directory ... This moves back a directory in the directory tree. So if I do tutorial, it will still open it, which is handy dandy. Now, if I wanted to write to it, the working directory is the directory there. So we just have to do echo hi there. I'll just overwrite it. Yeah, so there we go. So now we can actually specify which directory we are working in, and we can constantly change it. Now, if we were to do, like, if I wanted to create another directory and move forward, like I create a folder called, some dir. I would just do cd some dir, because I'm specifying that I'm moving, the directory in which I want to move into, and I'm moving forward into the tree rather than behind, what the last change directory did. So I do cd some dir, and now if I save this and run it, it will go there, I guess. Because if you go in here in the directory, it actually created a file on hello.txt. Now, if I wanted to write in both files, sumdir and hello.txt, then, well, you're in luck. We can do just that. Yes, so we just do cd ... and cd ... What this will do, we'll create it in sumdir. That's a really stupid name. I'm sorry, folks. So it wrote it in two things here, which is nice. So many things open. So in sumdir has hello.txt and has hello.txt in the previous file. Now, if you wanted the program to take some time to actually execute some program, then, like in between doing this, we can just say, we can just ping to, for like 2 seconds. No, not this. I mean, 2 seconds. It takes a second to get there. 127. I believe it's 0.0.1. There we go. So this will ping to this address. It takes a second to get there, so you need to put so this is the number of seconds that you want. So basically, I want 2 seconds, so I have to put in 3. So let me just save this here, and tutorial.bat. I should probably specify that it's doing something. So echo doing first thing. And echo doing second thing. Thong. Jeez, my typing today. So, doing first thing, waste 2 seconds, and says doing second thing, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. Perfect. So, that is, some extremely handy things to know in Batch script. And, I use it all the time in my coding, so... Actually, everybody uses it in their coding. Everybody should use it in their coding, because it's extremely handy, and especially, well, you have to use it on the Windows operating system, so... But it's extremely good to know, and I definitely think that if you have a Windows machine, then you should most definitely use it. It's perfect. Alright, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. Remember that I'm going to be doing some more Java and possibly some more C, although I haven't done a lot of C yet. On the next Java thing I'm going to do is a GUI program, so it's going to be fun and cool. Okay, see you next time.